have a new fugitive case. It's Robert Mizell. And Judge, he would like to have a bond set. It's kind of an odd one, Judge. It's failure to possess the required license.
Hold up, did you catch that? He's charged as a fugitive for not having a home improvement license. Sounds minor, right? But legally, it's a big deal. After natural disasters, states crack down hard on unlicensed contractors because vulnerable homeowners often get scammed. What do you think? Should this be treated as fraud or just a paperwork slip-up?
For home improvement or residential construction. And basically, Judge, he told me that he owned a construction company, but he's totally blindsided by this charge.
Good morning, Mr. Mizell.
Good morning.
Your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. You
Yes, sir.
now stand charged with, I guess you said, home improvement fraud.
Judge, essentially, that's what it sounds like the allegation is. It's a failure to possess the required license for home improvement.
I have your fraud.
This was in 2020 during the three hurricanes that hit Louisiana. And according to City Hall, and we went down to everybody and they said we didn't need one because it was an emergency situation. Everything was flooded and devastated and we were just trying to help out.
My only issue is that this is now a second fugitive case that you have.
The first one was a lady that we did work for.
Let's be careful.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry.
On this, Mr. Mizell, is that, we usually, as a matter of courtesy, I guess, so to speak, we'll give you a chance when you get one fugitive case. But we can't continue to do the same thing over and over and over.
Understood.
Amy, do you know anything about this?
Yes, so first off, state as opposed to a bond. This particular case is because he didn't have a license, but it originated out of the fact that the complaining witness after a hurricane had paid the defendant money to repair her house. He did not do so. The money amount was.
So he allegedly took money for fixing the house and didn't do the work.
Correct. And then when the officers went to go look him up, he didn't have a license under that name. So that's the basis for that charge. We are, of course, opposed to a bond given that he has had a prior fugitive case. He was granted a bond on that one, but he didn't actually show up. Looking back at our notes. The only reason.
So we gave him a bond, he bonded out and he didn't show up?
No, he appeared,
No.
yes, he appeared in court on that day when you guys provided him a bond. He appeared in our court here in Harris County.
Okay.
The only reason that case was dismissed is because I believe that the main jurisdiction in that case had recalled their warrant or something of that nature.
But so he didn't turn himself in.
No.
The lady that was charged.
Whoa, he admits the work wasn't great, but claims paying her off should have ended the case. Quick legal insight. Paying restitution can sometimes reduce charges, but it doesn't erase criminal responsibility. It's like saying, I stole, but I gave it back. The court doesn't just shrug that off. Do you think the judge is buying this excuse?
Charging us. I ended up paying her $21,000 and she dropped the case.
How? I suppose, we can't just take everybody's word for what they
But
say.
first off, I did not know that even the warrant existed. So I had no idea. But I ended up paying the lady off. I gave her some money and said, okay, that's good. We're fine. I truly didn't think we did a very good job.
Okay.
But may I ask you this? This is an LLC. I have had a business partner at the time. We were 50-50 in the business. I just wonder why I'm the only one being charged here. I mean,
Facts beyond what I would know anyways. The simple thing about it is that I gave you a bond last time. You bonded out.
yeah,
You didn't show up. And now you have another fugitive case. We can't continue.
I
to do-
bonded
we
out
can't
and I
continue.
paid the lady off and she dropped the charges.
That case was dismissed? Is that
Yeah, the
correct?
case was dismissed.
Not because he showed up like he was supposed to.
I see what you're saying,
He
Judge.
came to court on the day that he was due to go turn himself in Louisiana. I don't know, but I can't continue to do the same thing. The good news for you, Mr. Mizell, is that it's Louisiana. So we have buses coming from Louisiana probably 2 times a week. So from the time that you waive, within the next probably 2 to 3 days, you'll be back in Louisiana to be able to answer the charge. But I'm not going to just continue to give bonds on fugitive cases when you continue to pick them up. Because,
Got it?
okay, has he waived or did he refuse?
To refuse extradition.
Okay, so you need to decide what you would like to do. If you want to waive extradition, I would say probably within the next, 3 days, Louisiana will be here to come get you. If you want to refuse, which is well within your right, the state can get a governor's warrant, but that'll take 90 days. And at that time, they can have you remanded
I can
back.
sit in jail for 90 days. No, I'm not interested in that.
So, but I'll let you talk to James to figure out what you guys want to do, and then you just let me know.
Okay.
Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Your Honor,
I'm trying to find out where are we with Sean Sullivan?
Sorry.
Yes, okay, Judge. Sean Sullivan, Judge, is my
You
understanding.
got it. Okay.
Yes, I have the case. I wanted to know, were you concerned with DVD? Did you want to get any DVD involvement?
Michelle?
yes, is this the NBC one?
Yeah, this is the one that we were talking about.
We'll let it stand. They just want to see it. Dims. So they don't have anything else to add.
Okay.
So I had a concern because is it mutual combat? Because
It looks like from my understanding, Judge, looks like the complaining witness is the person who actually initiated the contact. She was alleged to have been lying on the couch or not dressed appropriate in the presence of two other male men that resided in the residence with them. And he tried to wake her up to let her know that she was dressed inappropriately. And out of slumber and sleep, she woke up angry and started hitting him, and that's when the altercation.
she pops him 3 times in the mouth initially,
Yes, Your Honor.
and then they fight.
And the
But
police,
there's no assault from him at that time, right? I guess they separate, they part ways. An argument ensues later. Does she go at him and that's when he hits her?
That's not what we
So
have.
tell me that one part. What happens then?
Yes, Your Honor. So it seems as though the complaining witness, she crawled into bed and was laying on the corner of the bed when, after about 10 minutes go by, then the defendant comes back and begins to argue with her, crawls onto the bed, grabs her, flips her over for her back is on the mattress, and uses body weight to lay on top of her while placing both of his hands on her upper arms to hold her down.
So there's no,
And there is a subsequent punch where the defendant uses his right hand and punches the complaining witness in her mouth, causing pain visible.
it's my understanding, Your Honor, that this incident occurred on a date certain, at which time the complaining witness told the police officer that she did not want to press charges and he did not want to press
right,
charges.
but
And they came back the next day.
why is it that they didn't file assault charges on her on the first? I mean, are we going here just because she's a woman? She gets a slide for getting to hit him? You know?
Was there, I don't know why this is.
I know there was no arrest on the initial date the incident is supposed to have occurred. The arrest occurred the following day. The first date, the officers did not arrest either party, but some type of disturbance occurred the next day. Officers were called, they came in and they looked at the report and they arrested the defendant.
My guess is, when I limited knowledge of intake, they probably put a call in the intake. They said, it's just my guess, refer out, do follow up, and then they went back out there next day, saw the referral on file, and they decided again.
So he goes up to her and he sits on her. Is that what you're saying? What happens? He turns her over.
More so, she's on her, from what I understand from the devs, she's on her stomach, he turns her over to where she's on her back, and then he gets on top of her and holds her.
He's straddling her like this.
Yes, Your Honor. And then subsequently after that, they were still arguing and we punched the complaining witness in the mouth.
I don't see where that's, if she was the initiator of the confrontation between the two
This
parties.
case just flipped into a mess. It's a classic, he said, she said, First, she allegedly hits him. Later, he supposedly restrains her and maybe even punches back. Notice how the judge is pressing hard for clarity because credibility is everything here. Question for you. If both started the fight, should the law treat them equally, or is one more at fault?
It's my understanding it's my understanding, from the complaint, from the defendant's perspective, it was not a hit with a fist. It was a push that caused, various injuries to her mouth, but he did not take his fist and punch
Oh, but
her.
that's, of course, what he's saying to you, right?
Right.
And then you're saying that there was a hit to the mouth.
And she didn't press charges. She requested that no charges be filed. Somebody get punched in the mouth. If that were the case, you would think that someone in their right mind would say, yeah, arrest that person. However, if that person realizes that he or she is possibly responsible for the incident, then that would probably lead them to say, okay, I started this mess, it shouldn't have started. I don't want to press charges.
10 minutes passed, right?
Allegedly.
And I don't know why they didn't. Come up, Mr. Sullivan. Let's do this. Let's set it for a formal probable cause hearing. Okay. I'd like to do some additional research as well before I find probable cause in this case. So what I'll do is I'll put this case on for Wednesday for a formal probable cause hearing. In the interim, Mr. Sullivan, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't care what's going on in your life.
I got you.
For the moment, I'm gonna, I don't want you to have any contact. I don't want you to go where this person lives, where this person works. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
We'll come back in 2 days. I would like to do some further research on it because, I really like to look at every case, do a deep dive to ensure that there's probable cause before we go forward. So, I don't blindly find PC for anyone. I'd like to do things in the fair way, but at the same time, I want to ensure that my county and every person in it is protected. So don't have any contact with this person. We're going to create bond conditions to this effect. They're probably going to reach out to her between now and Wednesday. And if they find that you're trying to communicate with her, it's not going to go well. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind filing no contact in the weapons, please?
Yeah, sure. No contact, I'm sorry.
No weapons.
No weapons, yeah, sure. Thank you.
One of the things that they teach us is, never make rash decisions because it may be the wrong decision. And that's why I'd rather take a little bit of time before we do something to ensure that what we're doing is the right thing to do. So we'll put it on for Wednesday, come back Wednesday, and then we'll have a decision for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
I've given you a lawyer, so just stay in touch with Mr. D, and then we'll come back, and then we'll finalize it for you.
Thank you so
okay?
much.
Don't leave until you sign our bond conditions, okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
We appreciate some message files, they know what's going on.
Yeah, great. Maybe they can be here Wednesday if they add anything further, and then we can. Okay.
Judge, I am here on our friend. I feel like almost like he's family. Daniel Frazier.
Okay.
He was charged with another escape.
Oh,
Um,
get him back.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was surprised to see him pull up on my docket as well, but not really.
Will you stay on it?
Yeah, I'm on, Judge. We have a decent relationship. Even though we believe we know how this is going to go, at least from you, because right now the bond is set at $50,006, and $50,000 in the felony court. He wants me to ask you for a time served. I believe I already know what the answer is going to be. And in the event that you deny my request for a time served, he said he's willing to go back into treatment and he's willing to complete treatment this time. Now, I don't know how that's going to affect him upstairs because
Ours until the upstairs is taken care of, because they won't take him with an open felony.
Understood.
So kind of
understood.
standstill until.
And the big problem is I'm not representing him upstairs. But his court date is like May the whenever. It's like really far down the line. Yeah, so.
Get you going. Do you mind bringing up Mr. Frazier, please? Okay. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
You're back.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you. How are things? Good. What's good to see you?
We're good.
Say it again.
So they were good.
You can run, but the long arm gonna get you every single time. You can only go so far. Sorry, no time served. You know how it goes. I told you, every time we come back, we're gonna do it until it takes. And, you
So
know,
my only option, in all honesty, my only option for this, for the misdemeanors treatment, there's no other option. No matter what, no matter if I got treatment on my own.
really? Really?
I mean, I've done it already. I've done it once. I've got behavioral treatment and I've also got mental health, behavioral and also substance abuse treatment.
Yeah.
I've done both already.
I want to use ours. The problem is that I cannot do anything until the case upstairs is taken care of. So we're kind of in a holding pattern until upstairs. Hopefully, they will see that that's what we want to do here and they'll, you know, but I don't know. I can't, you're not representing upstairs, right?
No, sir.
So, we got to wait to see what happens upstairs. And then we'll just, told you, we're just going to keep doing it until it takes. Hopefully one day it does.
I really don't. I don't have a substance abuse problem. I really don't. And honest to God, I don't. Like I've stopped a long time ago. And honest to God, I've stopped, and I'm not trying to go that path. Honest to God, I don't have a substance abuse problem issue. I've stopped.
So, I guess let's set it for 30, Mr. Brooker. We'll wait. Because if they take care of it beforehand, you know, we'll see. And then if it's still set for the May 17th, we'll set it for the day after at that point. And then we'll see. Hopefully, you know, reach out to the lawyer
I am, that's what I was
upstairs,
gonna
let
say.
them know this is what we want to do here. Hopefully they'll see that that's what we're trying to do. And then, you know,
So basically, I'm waiting for the appellate to see what happens.
hopefully they will see what we're trying to achieve and be on the same page as us. You know, this is the second time you're facing this charge upstairs. They may offer you 4 years, 5 years upstairs. You know, it's no joke. You know, I'm trying to help you, Mr. Fleischer, believe it or not. You know, really. You're facing a lot of time and it's not the first time. So if you try to, you know, we played this game the first time. I don't know if they're going to.
Yes, sir.
So, anyway.
It's a different court, Judge, so I'm hoping that we can have a similar outcome. And if they do it beforehand, I'll come off
I
document.
want to do it. And hopefully if they see that you're really willing to. So, all right.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say hello. That's it.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you.
We'll see you in 30.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I'm approaching on a plea for Mr. Lacero Echemendia.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, I'll call him up, Judge.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 9 days in jail. Days that you have done. You need to understand what's going on your record. Be there for the rest of your life. When you get into a car, you drive after having consumed half of a beer. You get pulled over, an officer sees a product of your hand, smell anything in your car that you understand.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Another DWI, and you do anything more than 6 hours in jail, you will probably get an immigration detainer if you're not in this country with permission. Consider these things when you're out there in the free world. You understand? From now on, it is a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accused. If you're not a citizen or a possible immigration consequences, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record forever and a day. You understand?
Sí, señor.
This is what you want to do.
¿Esto es lo que usted desea hacer?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not?
¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
I'm gonna find
Oiga,
you.
y resultarle suspender su licencia por 90 días.
Do not drive
No maneje.
until you get a license and insurance in your name. Otherwise, you will be back here and it's not gonna go well for you.
Drive muy bien.
Good luck.
Judge, the only thing is, I'm appointed on this case. I wanted to see if you'd consider waiving the Supermax fine for him.
What do you do for a living?
Consider-
Mr.
¿En qué
Chimendi?
trabaja usted?
Ahorita no estoy trabajando.
Right now, I'm not working.
The lawyer is asking
abogado está
me to
pidiendo que yo
waive $4,500 to around $5,000
hasta $5,000
that would otherwise apply to you.
que serían
It
aplicables
is a first
a usted
DWI.
como es
So
la
I will.
primera.
But if you
No
come
se
back
puede
with
cobrar. Si regresas con otro delito de conducción,
$6,000 surcharge, will be
son $6,000
the second
que va
DWIs.
de
And if you
caso.
don't pay it, you do 1 day in jail for every $100 you owe.
Si no lo pagas,
So you will find that you
$100
spend
cada día.
months in jail and you pick up another one, potentially. Do you understand? I'm not
Yes, sir.
asking for much. I want my streets safe. And if you're not going to comply, then I have a place for you. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Yeah.